happening before your very eyes is really something.
Oh my God, I just realized.
What?
Son of Shaft is a feminist movie.
Yes, it is.
How great.
Yeah.
Isn't it about damn time?
About.
It's a feminist movie.
Yeah.
Because it's about equality.
Welcome to Miami.
Thank you.
And my very first interview, I guess was like 20 years ago, it was with Samuel L. Jackson.
Wow.
And I was intimidated because there is something in his presence that there is knowledge and film icon, thing. So how was for you to work with him?
I think there was a lot of that feeling as well, a little bit of intimidation. It's almost like when you think that somebody can see every single thing that you're doing. And it's like, oh, she's doing that, she's going there, or she, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
totally.
Right? But he was incredible. I mean, because I feel like I've worked with people who are not nearly as generous or who aren't as invested in you being your best, doing your best work and making sure that your experience is really a good one and really positive, and he really is invested in that.
You can tell that he loves what he does, and it just kind of reaffirms the fact that this isn't just a business. We get paid to play make-believe, and that is so exciting that we get to morph into different characters and we get to show a perspective that I guess wouldn't ever be seen, I think especially with Shaft, we're really seeing that. And what's so great about film is we get just an hour and a half in order to change people's minds, to show them a different side of a coin. And that's so powerful and exciting.
Yeah.
And something I really like of the film is the comedy, but it's the game. Acting is like tennis.
Yeah.
You need the other player to elevate your game.
Yeah.
That's right.
So how was for you the dynamic and also doing comedy, the timing? I think it is so hard to make the jokes really work.
It's way harder to make people laugh than it is to make them cry.
That's true.
100%. And to get that laugh means you really have to commit. And Sam commits.
He commits, but also everything is about timing. It really is a timing, and not only in the performance, but in the edit. Right? So I think this movie accomplishes all of that. Like, if it doesn't happen like in real time, it's just, it's smooth, it's seamless, and it works really, really well. Yeah. Surprisingly, right? Because most people think comedy, the Shaft, and it's pulled off brilliantly.
And how do you describe the role of the women in this film? Because, some people, I think it's a great character. Yes. And I love just the way it is, and I don't care if it's misogynistic. He's a great character, so you cannot judge what the character is.
Uncle. We all have that grandfather, or even our own fathers, who say something, and you're like, Dad, we don't say that anymore. We don't say it like that. It's a little bit different, and I think that as we're finding, the more and more that we understand empathy and compassion, the more and more we can understand each other, and understand that just because we're different doesn't mean that we can't coexist. I'm gonna stop you if you say something offensive, but also I'm not afraid to stop you. I think that as women, we are finding our voice more and more, especially in this movie Shaft, in which we say, hey, we are not pussy.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm more than just this. This is great.
Yeah.
But I'm more.
But more than that.
But I'm more than that.
Yeah, and it's true. It's like you're not afraid anymore. I think this movie does that really well. You don't get to call me that anymore. You don't get to say that anymore. Yeah. It's not okay. And to have the next generation, young Shaft, be the one who says, it's not okay with me either. Yeah. I don't want to hear those words. I don't want to hear that language. And have the main character actually take that on and say, okay, maybe it's not okay, and watch a little bit of progress happening before your very eyes is really something.
Oh my God, I just realized.
What?
Son of Shaft is a feminist movie.
Yes, it is.
How great.
Yeah.
Isn't it about damn time? It's a feminist movie.
Yeah.
Because it's about equality.
Yeah, I think some people
Yeah.
not getting it right.
Well,
because the
people
audience
try.
will totally laugh.
That's
This
right.
is a
Well, that's
feminist
right.
movie. This is
Yeah.
a movie of true equality, and we are finally seeing it not only with the protagonist but with the antagonist.
Yep.
And that's awesome. Also, we never talk about Benny's gender necessarily when it comes to her being a bad guy.
Yeah.
In fact, the only reason why they are surprised that you are a woman.
Right.
In the beginning.
Which is very
In
clever,
the
which is why it's all the
beginning.
Benny thing.
But it goes back. You
That's
throw it
right.
right back at him.
Absolutely.
It's a feminist movie.
Yeah.
I just realized
Yes,
that.
it is.
That's fabulous. Good for you, Tim. Good
Sure.
for you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for bringing all this because I wanted to talk about this.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you so
it's
much.
different, and congratulations. And
Thank you. Thank you.